Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing really well. If this is your first time here, I'm Luno Peters and I'm a financial coach, here to help you plan for a brighter future and help you take more control over your hard-earned pennies with budgeting, saving, motivation and guidance. And I'll be sharing my investment journey with you. Just a disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor, I'm just a financial coach. So please make sure you always do your own stock research before you invest your money. I'm just sharing my opinion and my investment journey with you, but I'm not a professional investor. Now today we will be having a look at Stag Industrial. Now this is a company that I've invested in since the start of my portfolio a few months ago. Now Stag Industrial is a real estate investment trust focused on the acquisition and operations of single tenants industrial properties throughout the United States. By targeting this type of property, Stag has developed an investment strategy that helps investors find a powerful balance of income plus growth. Now, Stag Industrial's ticker symbol is STAG. The enterprise value is $6.3 billion. Now, they own 92.3 million square feet and they are in 38 states and they do own 462 buildings. Now, if we go have a look further down, you can see here are all the press releases that you can go and have a look at if you like. Then they also have their annual report for you to have a look at. Then you also have the investors presentation to have a look at. Now, Stag Industrial Investor Presentation Fall 2020. If you go into there, there's a lot of great information showing you where the company is, what they are doing, where they were when they IPO'd and where they are today. And there's a lot of great information for you to go and have a read through. So let's just have a quick look at some of the stuff that I found really interesting. I like the way they've grown since they IPO'd until the third quarter of this year, where their square feet was only 14.2, where it's now 92.3. Their properties was only 93, where it's now 462. Their primary and secondary markets was 70.5%, where it's now 94.1%. So they have really made a big difference from when they've IPO'd. So here you can see they also have a diverse tenant base where the top tenants are Amazon, General Service Administration, XPO Logistics, Trimax Corporation, Penguin Ransom House, DS Smiths North America, American Tire Distribution, Ford Motor Company, Caroline Beverage Group. So there's a lot of big companies renting from them. So having a look at their balance sheet and discipline, you can see secured debt is only 0.8%, their unsecured debt is 24.5%. Preferred equity is 1.2%. The common equity and market value is 73.5%. So I think that is a really disciplined balance sheet for them. So having a look at the investor relations, you can see here their corporate profile. You can also go and have a look at the corporate governance, the SC filings, quarterly results presentation, news and stock information. Now Stag Industrial is $30.93 with a market cap of 4.62 billion. And there's a lot of featured documents that you can go and have a look at as well. So let's have a look at the stock information. So in the stock information, you've got the financial calculations, dividends, tax documents, shareholder service information requests and emails. And here you can see the chart for the last month. Now let's go for the last year. You can see where they were at, and then obviously with everything going on this year, they had a big dip like everyone else. And they've come back to close to where they used to be. So if we have a look at the last 3 years, you can see that they have been constantly growing every single year. If you're getting value so far, please hit that like button so it turns blue and make sure that you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of my new videos. So having a look at Seeking Alpha, you will see ticker symbol STAG. It's trading at the moment at $30.95. Now, as you can see, over the last year, it started off great, then it had the big dip in March, but we've recovered most of that losses that has been caused. Now, if we go have a look at the 5 years, because I intend to keep it for the long term. Now, if you invested in Stag Industrial 5 years ago, you would have had a 65% increase. That is more than 10% every single year just on this share. Now having a look at the dividends, because that's the main reason for choosing this, is I love dividends growth. Now dividend yield is 4.63. So with this stock, you don't only get the 4.63% dividend, you also have great growth in my opinion. Now annually that gives you $1.44. The payout ratio is a little bit high in my opinion, which is 77.07, but it's not too bad. The dividend growth has been for 1 year and they are paying 12 pence at the minute and they're paying every single month. So let's have a look at the dividend growth. As you can see, overall they have had growth on their dividends. On 1 year it was 0.70%. On 3 years it's 0.95%. On 5 years it's 2.8%. So having a look at the dividend growth, now this shows that it's only 1 year dividend growth. Now that is due to the 2018, which is a big high. But if you have a look, in 2012 it was $1.07 and every single year it has increased. So I don't really agree with the 1 year growth. We'll have a look at 2018 in a minute and then you've got the others. So if you ignore 2018, since 2012 it's had a dividend growth every single year. Now let's go have a look at the dividend history and find out why 2018 is so much higher than the rest. So if we scroll down, you will see they've paid every single month in 2020 and in 2019 they've also paid every single month. And if you have a look at 2018, they've paid every single month, but in April and March they actually paid double dividends. That's why it was so high in 2018. Now due to that, Seeking Alpha are saying they've only got 1 year's dividend growth, but that is not correct because they actually paid the investors extra money in 2018 apart from the payments they would have normally made to the dividends. So if we have a look at Yahoo Finance, you will see the market cap is 4.629 billion. Over the last 52-week range, you will see it was $17.54 up to $34.50. Now we've already had a look at the dividend yield. So if we have a scroll down and look at the financials, if you have a look at the earnings, you'll see they've beat all of the last 4 quarters. And if we go and have a look at the financials, you can see the revenue is growing every single year, but the earnings has been up and down. So if we have a look at the last 4 quarters, you will see the revenue has gone up, but the last 3 has been close to the same. If we have a look at the earnings, you will see the first quarter in 2020 they did really well, and then the second 2 not so much, but I think that had to do with everything going on. And if we have a look at the recommendations, you will see there's a lot of strong buys and a few holds and a few people that think it's underperforming but no sells. If we have a look at the recommendations, you will see the overall is a 2.3, which is between a buy and a hold for the share. And if we have a look at the price, you will see the low is 30, so it's just above the low. It's still far below the average and definitely not even close to the high yet, so there's still a lot of growth left for this company.
I'll leave a link in the description below if you'd like to give me a call to discuss any of the topics in my videos. If you found this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up to let me know, and make sure that you subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any of my new videos. If you've got any questions for me or any topic requests, please comment below and I'll get back to you personally. Have a lovely day, guys. Bye.